this, which is, guys, the holy grail of all holy grails. So I've used the T3 a couple times, like from friends who have had them, and I never owned one, and I kept going. I was always on the fence because I already had a curler, and for reference, this is the curler that I had. It's this Hot Tools one. I don't even know what style this is. I've had this one for forever and a day. I've had it, I would say, probably 6 or 7 years. So I've had it for a really long time, and it was great while it lasted, but I wasn't a huge fan. It would constantly get, like, my hair would get tangled in here. It would get tangled in here. This barrel was, like, really weird to hold, and, like, I just was not a fan. So, and I just felt like it was really bulky and clunky, and it just wasn't it for me. So I was really attracted to the T3 because it's super sleek and it just feels really easy to hold. So this is what it looks like. And I think it's so pretty. This is the 1.25 barrel. So it's 1 1/4. I typically don't do anything less than 1 1/4. I have done 1 1/2 before. It's not my favorite. I feel like 1.25 is like the best because it gives you that perfect. You can do a bunch of different hairstyles with this one, so you can make it, you know, those really natural beach waves that people love, or you can get them a little bit tighter. There's different ways to do your hair, and there's different ways to like make a tool work. And especially with the 1 1/4 barrel, I feel like it's just conducive to like every type of like curl possible. So what I love about this is that this like part, this handle part right here is just one level. Whereas I'm going to keep like comparing it to this one just so you guys can see like how most curling ones are. So you can see here that this handle is like a lot smaller, and it has this, which makes it really like you can only hold on to this part. With this one, you could slide all the way to the top and it's not a problem. So you can get more of a grip on this. The thing that I would always have a hard time with was because like I couldn't get my hand over here because this part gets hot. It was really weird to like clamp from all the way down here, especially that I have a really small hand. So like it was always really uncomfortable, and like it made curling my hair just impossible. So with this one, it's just very seamless. It's one like handle. Everything is the exact same size on this wand, which I absolutely love. And then what I also love is just how big this clamp handle is. You can see how thick it is compared to this, which is teeny tiny, which would also make it really difficult because sometimes I would go to grab it and my finger would slide off because it was too thin. Especially if I was trying to do it fast, which a couple times because it slid off, I burnt myself. So this one, I just love that it's like really sleek. Everything is super soft. It's not matte, it's glossy, but that makes it a lot easier to like maneuver everything. Like everything just slides really easily, so it makes it really nice and really easy to curl. And then the actual clamp itself, what I love is the hair just naturally, like once I start demoing, you guys will see like the hair just naturally slides through like the barrel, off the barrel. And then what I also love is that you have this little tick up here, which is actually when you put it down on a table, that's what holds it up and keeps this from touching any surface and potentially either burning it, causing a fire, whatever it is. With this one, I would have to literally like, that's what this was for, so that it could like stand on any surface. And that was just really annoying. And obviously I never wanted, like some people I remember would like tell me, oh, you can remove that and like you can try to take the screws off. But then if I did that, then it would just be like hanging on the counter, and it was just like a huge effort. So I really like that. I like that it's seamless. It's very small, and it's just like very conducive to like the look of the entire wand. And then so the way that you turn on the wand is you just slide this knob over, and you see how it's lit up. So it's telling you that it's warming up. and you can obviously like keep increasing it. I keep it at 3 because I think that that's 375 or 380, which is usually what I keep my curling wands at. I don't like doing anything more than that because it burns your hair. It's even if you're not someone who applies a lot of heat to your hair. If every time you do apply heat to your hair, you're applying it at 400 degrees, like you're frying your hair. So I try not to do that. Sometimes, obviously, if I'm like, I can already like, it's already started to warm. It always has that like smell, and especially that it's new, it still has like that new like curling wand smell. But it warms up super quickly, which is another thing. Be really, really careful because it heats up within, like it's already hot. It heats up within like a minute or two, and just when you think that it's not hot, like it's burning hot. So just make sure that you realize that, and then obviously like you can see now it's still doing that. Eventually, it will go solid. I love this a lot more. This is also seamless compared to this, which although this does give you like the temperature that the curling wand is at, I just think it's ugly. If I'm being honest. So yeah, and then the way that the curling wand turns off, which it took me a couple like days, I had to look it up in the manual because I was so confused. Within the hour, it automatically turns off. So that's just like a good thing to know if you accidentally leave it plugged into the wall, you leave the house, you're at dinner, you're wherever, and you start freaking out because you realize that you left the curling wand on. No worries, because it'll turn off within the hour, and there's no problems with that. What I typically do, and I do this with all of my curling wands, all of my tools, is I just unplug it from the wall before I leave, just because I know that it says it'll turn off, but sometimes, just to be extra careful, I'll just unplug it, and obviously I know it's turned off. But if, for whatever reason you have like an accident and you forget to like either unplug it or whatever it is, like just know that it will automatically turn off. So that's awesome. So now it's pretty hot. So I'm gonna like kind of demo a little bit of how I would curl my hair. I'm not gonna do my whole head. I'm just gonna do like one side. And I'll just do a couple pieces just so you guys can see how it slides. This is a disclaimer. I am the worst person to demo hair as far as like live. I can very easily like fool you in a reel or an IGTV when I speed it up, or a TikTok. But right now I'm a little bit nervous because I'm just hoping that it goes well. So I'm just gonna like take a random strand and show you guys. So I try not to do it too thick, but I also try not to do it too thin either, because I do like to have like that like natural look. And the one thing I forgot was a brush, which was dumb of me, but it's fine. I just like brush it out with my fingers. But I honestly decided right as I sat down in the chair, I was like, you know what, I'll just demo for them. Because initially I was just going to talk about the curling wand, but I'm like, how can I talk about it for 30 minutes? Which it's already been almost 20 minutes, so there we go. But, okay, so there's two ways that it depends on my mood. It depends on the day. Sometimes I like to curl my hair this way. Sometimes I like to curl it another way. So I'm going to do it both ways. Like I'll do one strand one way and I'll do another strand another way and show you guys how you can do both. So I'll take a strand that's about this thick, which all matters of fact is pretty thick. I'll go over and then I'll do it away from my face. And then I kind of like twist the hair a little bit. And then I leave a little strand out. Now, I like to do it all the way to like almost the root of my head. I'll bring the curling one just because I think it gives it extra volume up top. But you're more than welcome to do it from like middle down. You could do it however you feel is like best. So I've left it on for maybe like 10 seconds. Now I'll pull it off and then I'll pull. And then you can see there, like, and it kind of like seamlessly like transitioned into my actual hair because and then that's that. And you can obviously like do it however you want. Like sometimes instead of pulling, I'll just like leave it curled like that. And then at the very end, I'll start streaking it out and, like it'll be fine like that too. So it's up to you how you want to do it. But you can see here that it gives it like that extra fluff here. especially that my hair is like one dirty and two, what is this? No, it's like frizz from the couch. But you can see how it's like really flat. It's starting to get like dirty. There's already like some like product buildup here, so I'll show you guys how I get rid of that as well. But so this is how it is, and then I can just like pull it through, and you can see like the nice like cute curls. You can also like sometimes what I do, so let me grab like another strand here. What I also do is you can grab the curling wand and you can kind of like straighten out your hair a little bit, just to like, which I probably should have done for you guys just so that you can see like here. Well, here now you can probably see it. Like this is the curl and this is just like my regular hair. So we've now straightened most of that out. So now you can get a better idea of what this looks like. I know that I say every week that I'm really so sorry that my hair is like never perfect. You guys just catch me on like a gym day, so it's kind of unfortunate. So my hair usually suffers the consequences. But okay, let's do this strand right here, and I'm gonna do the other technique. So the one I just showed you guys was over my hair. It's over the head. Now I'm gonna show you guys the one that I do that's this one. So you can touch this part, it's not warm. So what I'll do is this, and then I'll kind of start like tugging at it a little bit. And there's no like perfect like seamless technique. Like if your hair gets a little bit caught like this, you're fine. Nothing's like really gonna happen. You can just like pull it out and then you twist it around, and then I'll usually do maybe like one more and then I'll pull this through. So you can see that that gives you like a completely different look from this one. From this one right here. So this whole thing right here is more of like a natural wave. This, let me like, just for like time purposes, let me kind of like pull it out. This will be a little bit more of like a beach wave rather than this one being an actual curl. But I mean, all things considered, you could do both of them and you can still have your hair looking nice. And then for the front pieces, what I would do is I'll do that, and then depending, like I'll do one technique or the other, but usually I'll just do this one, which is I'll grab this. Okay, so for the front piece, I'll never like grab all the way to the root ever. But I don't like to like pull it because then it will flatten this part out. So we'll just do this, and then one more time we're gonna curl it through and then pull it out. And then I always do this to my hair, but like thinking that like I can fluff it. So I'll do that, and then let's, for like time purposes, we'll just pull it out. And you know, it's not even for time purposes. Sometimes even when I'm doing my hair like on my own, I usually pull it through because I don't like to leave it like crumbled up like that for too long, because then when you pull it through sometimes like it gets really weird. So this is like what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that, if you guys like it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I definitely want to answer any questions you may have about the actual product itself, or even if it's just like the technique that I use for the curling wand. Feel free to write down below. But if you don't have any questions, that's also fine. If you guys are shy, I get it. But you guys are more than welcome to answer any question. Guys, I cannot talk. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. So this is kind of just like what it looks like. So if you can see, and you can tell the difference between my hair here. This was after like just a day and I didn't actually style it, and then this is like what this looks like here. So these are more like seamless curls, and then sometimes what I'll do is if I see that the bottoms are like a little bit like weird, I'll just go in at the bottom and I'll kind of just do that. And that's it. And then you now have like, and then always like I like for it to look like piecey because I want it to like look natural. So this is what it would look like. And then obviously, like if my hair were clean, it would probably look better. Honestly, there's nothing better than day 2 hair. Doing curls on day 2 hair is the best because it's not so clean that the curl won't hold, but it's also not so dirty that like you can't revive it. And right now I'm on like I think like day 3 or maybe even 4, which by the way does not mean that I don't shower, it just means that I have not washed my hair. But it holds the curl a lot better. So that's that. And then this is this side. Just for like, because this is driving me crazy, I'm just gonna like pull this, and just make it look like a little more flat. Okay, so now that's the T3 curling wand. Guys, I'm telling you, it's so worth it. I know it's a little bit more expensive than your average curling wand, but you usually get what you pay for. And all matters of fact, like to me, I've had a lot of curling wands. This is the best one I've ever had. I'm actually obsessed with it. Ever since I got it, I've been curling my hair every single day. Like it's that easy and it's that simple, and it's not clunky, it's not bulky, it's not hard to use. They just made it so seamless and so easy. And you guys saw me do it in like 5 minutes. So, and I did like half of my head. So imagine doing the other side. So right now, if you guys get this during the live stream right now or 30 minutes afterwards, it's 15% off. So it'll come out to $127.49. If not, it's $149.99. So something to take into consideration, although like still like above average pricing, you're still getting like almost $20 off. You're getting more than $20 off. So that's definitely worth it. And this will last a long time. I have friends who have had theirs for years and they cannot get enough. So that's that. And then let me show you like what I would use after this. So